What's up, Extra Brother listeners? On today's episode, we're moving into the second episode of our DAWGS series with a 2001 action comedy, Cats and Dogs. If you're from our era, you probably remember watching it as a kid. If you've got kids now, it's a great one to throw back on. And I guess some of us might have remembered it differently than others. But Cats and Dogs is episode 2 of our DAWGS series. The boys also took some time off in terms of scheduling for the pod. Had normal releases, but haven't chatted in a while, and a lot of movies that we've watched since then. So beginning of the episode, a lot of movie talk, TV show talk, not a lot of sports today, but we're getting close to football. But we've got Spiderman, we've got the 28-year series, we've got a James Franco, we've got Mortal Kombat, we've got House of Dragon, we named Ted Lasso, you name it. We probably missed some in speaking about this. Some horror movies get chatted about. So a lot of hype around some movies that are newer or brand new. Even some old ones, maybe some you don't care about. Maybe it'll spark an interest for you. But a lot of movie talk pre Cats and Dogs main event. Got a little bit of Gears, got a little bit of Oscars. Got to keep that thriving, as it is the only staple we have of our segments prior to the pod. So hope you guys enjoy it. This is Cats and Dogs. It will be found just like every other episode on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music. And drop us a follow on Instagram, X, the Everything app. It's all happening on X as well as TikTok for updates on socials. Movies that you should watch with us before coming and listening to us talk about it. So I want your opinions. I want you guys to enjoy the episodes. But here is Cats and Dogs. Critter, roll the tape.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee, but it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 67, and the boys are back after, what feels like 2 weeks since we've gotten connected here, and have seen a lot of film outside of just the main event tonight of Cats and Dogs in episode 2 of the Dog series. I've seen Mortal Kombat 2. I've seen every Spider-Man movie that Tom Holland has done. I have watched 127 hours of James Franco. I have watched the House of Dragon season finale. I know you guys have watched more stuff too, but a lot to dive into from the film side of the house before we get into the main event. I'll kick it off. I'll just start with Spider-Man. I was always Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Never watched Garfield's. People didn't love him. And then I never watched Tom's because I just kind of got over the point of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Charles has been traveling a lot of the weekends recently, so I was like, I saw a new theater on my AMC app for this movie for Brand New Day. They have Screen X now at my AMC.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah.
The square one?
Yeah, so it's weird because if you Google it, it looks like there's 3 screens, but in reality, it's not in this theater. That's what I think a normal one would be like your middle screen and then 2 side screens to kind of surround it. The one that we have that they must have just threw it up and tried to figure it out quick is it looks weird when you sit because there's obviously the main screen and then the walls on the side of you are still straight back, but they put like white or screen color up like from the bottom diagonally up the wall.
Yeah.
So I sat in the back row because it was packed anyway, and I was like, for this viewing, I might want to be further back anyway. It didn't go on the whole movie, but most of the time, if you were just looking straight and they had the images and the graphics surrounded on the sides, it almost like messed with your eyes because it looked like it was portrayed like diagonally out instead of just straight back. And then if you look to the left or right, it was like, okay, it's not.
So it's like a box.
You're still in a box, but if you're looking straight, it feels like a panoramic view.
Oh, okay. So they have like a curved screen.
It's not even that. I think that.
See,
that's what you That's what I thought it was going to be, and I think that's what it is. So it's
Oh,
like up the walls, and that picture doesn't do justice to like what your viewing would be. That's if you're like looking at the side screens hoping for it
That
to
looks
be something
terrible.
it's
cool.
just like AI generated BS, dude.
It's hard to see. There's two projectors on the top of both sides if you see them, and then
Yeah.
on the other side or
Well,
straight
it kind of
down.
ruins the experience. Yeah, see, that's a way different one. Is that no?
That's similar to what I had.
Okay.
So it's not the true one I think it's supposed to be, where there's 3 screens.
Yeah, it's like a cheap version of it.
They like doctored up the sides to be able to portray image on it because they changed the color of the walls. It's still cool.
Smaller theater too, probably.
Yeah, it's still cool because it's way brighter, and if you're locked in the middle, it looks like it doesn't feel like a flat wall next to you. It still looks like it's panned out, but if you actually try to lock your vision onto the sides, there's no point. So it was an interesting experience. I would definitely see another movie. I don't think every movie would be meant for it, but this one,
I'm thinking like back rooms in there.
yeah, something like that. I mean,
It's kind of the first thing that came to my mind too.
there's probably more movies that it works for than you'd think, but it was interesting. It's cool that we've got it. It's not, I don't think, built for it. I think they just doctored up a theater that was already in house to make it look like it. Would go back, but I did see it on Screen X. So the reason I went was because I'm like, I don't know if this, I hadn't seen that theater yet, so I didn't know if they were just trialing it out for Spider-Man. It definitely looks like it's permanent now. So they'll have
That would be
Screen X.
crazy for Spider-Man.
It was cool. It was cool. So
You saw the X in first Spider-Man, or saw Spider-Man in the X theater?
Yes. So when I looked at my app and I saw they had Screen X, I didn't know what it was. I Googled it and I was like, okay, I've never seen these. I do like Spider-Man. I'm just going to watch all 3 of them and go see it. Got my ticket for Sunday. I think I watched Homecoming on Friday, watched Far From Home on Saturday, and then Sunday morning before I went, I watched No Way Home. So I got them all in
fresh too.
3 days. Yeah, back to back. Very good. I thought, I think myself and you, or me and Luke, or whoever, were joking about like Toby walks so Tom could run. Tom fits Spider-Man better than Toby for like what Spider-Man is supposed to be. Like this Spider-Man is not nearly the same as Toby's Spider-Man. That was a lot more serious and intense, where Tom's is more Deadpool-esque vibes.
Still more friendly neighbor,
Yeah, he's 15 in the first one, like a high school kid, so it makes sense for him to be more immature and go-getter and whatnot. So my overall thoughts on him is he rocks. I thought the first one was okay, good, but like I think they did a good job of progression of villain. Whereas Michael Keaton's character, which I was laughing about when I saw Michael Keaton because of how much he's come into my life since we started doing this podcast.
He's the man, dog.
Cool character, but more of a kind of a bum. Like they're just a group of bandits that fell on and stole alien powered weapons and whatnot, black market stuff. So a little bit more, I guess, low key. But he's in high school, so I get it. And then the second one, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know if he's like an all-time villain. Mysterio was cool.
Yeah, he is. In the comics, he's iconic.
Right. I'm saying Jake Gyllenhaal, for me as an actor, I wouldn't picture him as like he's always going to be a villain. It was unique to see him in a role like that. Mysterio was cool. Very interesting plot twist, obviously, towards the end. I thought those two were more like in that 3.5 category. And then you get to No Way Home and you multiverse, and you've got Toby and Andrew, and you've got all the villains from the past. You got Strange, you've got emotion, you've got the drama, the back end. I thought Far From Home, or excuse me, No Way Home and Brand New Day were like your 4.5 5s, whereas the first two I thought were 3.5 zone. So
I would completely agree with that.
Yeah, unbelievable. And again, even with Brand New Day, they just left you with like wanting more, and they got more to come with how the relationships have panned out. Yeah, and they just
when it counts, yes, they are, but their direction's a lot different now because they're cutting back on so many to go for quality. But they know how to make a good superhero movie.
Was Melissa Jones in the comic, or was it Mary Jane? Because I thought that
Mary Jane.
I thought that was an interesting dynamic. They changed her
Yep.
name, but it was still MJ.
Yeah, she's going by her name is MJ. Like that's what Peter calls her
Yeah.
all the time. But Mary Jane is her actual name.
Funny of the interactions that they had with when Zendaya interacted with the other Spider-Mans about, are you MJ? Or like Mary Jane. She's like, I don't know who that is. And she's Melissa Jones. But Zendaya is great in those. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think
trio has just grown so well.
The funny
up until the
thing,
penultimate movie.
are you talking about like those two and Ned?
Oh yeah, all three of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Just like as their characters, their progress has been really good too.
Yeah, and I don't think prior to the drama and then the Odyssey, I haven't seen. I mean, Dune, she's good, but I haven't seen the second and third one, so she's a little bit less involved in the first one. But her Odyssey performance, obviously, we talked about it. Not a whole lot to be desired, and didn't really have a whole lot there. But
She's
she's
got to
awesome.
look a certain way.
Yeah, awesome and Spider-Man. I think those two are great. I've enjoyed seeing them and stories about them in terms of their relationship and how they've blossomed in Hollywood and their acting abilities and movies they're going to do. But yeah,
They're
Spider-Man.
both loaded as fuck.
Yeah, and
DAWGS.
the other kind of felt like I was living in a simulation was I saw the Odyssey, and then I go back to see Brand New Day, however many days later, and it's Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Bernthal leading the way again. I'm like, are these the only people that make movies anymore? You know, Anne Hathaway, obviously we talk about, but it was the same three people. I mean, because Punisher's pretty relevant in the new movie, and I love John Bernthal, but it was just funny when it was about halfway through it clicked. I'm like, God, these were three, and now they weren't the leads by any means in the prior. I mean, Tom,
no, but they just all rode the wave together, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And they're great. So Brand New Day, highly recommend if you haven't seen the prior Tom Holland Spider-Mans and you're holding on to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. Very well worth your time. Tom Holland rocks. I think this portrayal, as opposed to Temecula in the Odyssey, is more of his speed. So yeah, huge fan of the new Spider-Man. Just made me, I was talking to Geese, just made me want to go back and do the Marvel course and
have fun. I have a lot of catch up to do, and I've watched.
I gave him about 5 different lists, starting from the ones I thought about immediately to where I looked up, and then I revised it, and then I revised it, and then by the end of it, I was like, "You should just watch them all."
Yeah, because even in like the main list, one of the things is Loki season 2, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch Loki season 2 without watching Loki season 1. Now I'm not going to watch all the TV shows that are out there unless they're crucial. I'd rather just watch the movies.
Nah, it's really just Loki. For Doom, it's Loki.
I'll have to I won't watch Loki season 2 without watching the first one. So that'll be the TV show I've got to sign up for. But other than that, I've got a pretty good list to get through, and I would like to go through them all, and I've got time to do it until December. That's a lot of movies. I've seen a number of them, but not in any particular order. So it's like I've seen Ragnarok, I've seen Black Panther, I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I've seen some of the core ones, but not in the way that you would want to watch.
I kind of want to revisit Guardians. I might do that with you, Brendan.
Yeah, we'll have to get the list.
Guardians is elite.
I've only seen the first one of that. I've only seen the first Avengers. So like there's a lot of meat on the bone, but I've seen
the second ones are ultimately better too.
I think Disney has them like if you have Disney Plus, I think they have them in order. Obviously, you can Google it. But
no, I think
Disney
right.
has it like
there's a playlist they have.
Order. Yeah.
I got booted off the Disney Plus account I had. It was over at the Geese household. I'm sure I can find my hands in another one, or just get it to do this specifically because I know they've got them all. I know they've got them all on there.
It's worth the money. You'll get it. I mean, it's 3 months of it.
I also would like to time it up for Doomsday, not crush them in the next 2 months, and then
it might take us crushing them to get through them all.
I know. If we looked at the number you have to watch versus watching them all, it would be drastically different. But we might as well just watch everything. We're not going back to the whole 2004 or whatever it was, but I think the first one is Iron Man. Like Tony's first Iron Man is
it is
the chronological order, and
honestly, yeah. There's not that. I mean, there's a lot, but man, there's a lot. I keep thinking there's not a lot, and then I remember the second half of it. I'm like, there is a lot.
Yeah.
You got like 4 Ant-Man movies. You got like 4 Iron Man movies. You got 3 Captain America movies. You got 4 Thor movies. 2 Black Panther movies. You have
What, 3
Black
Guardians?
Widow.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, it'll make it way. I've never done that before.
Like
So,
doing it in the actual order that.
I mean, as you go, yeah, sure, but like Thor 2 and 3 came out before the next portion of it came out. You know,
It was funny watching Spider-Man and seeing, like I was telling Geese, obviously Tony Stark's in the first one, and then he's dead. So I skipped however many years of movies to then interactions of the second Spider-Man, and then you get to No Way Home, and like I haven't seen a movie with Strange in it. I know who he is because I played the games and I've seen the trailers. Like I've played Marvel Rival. I know who all these people are.
I
I just want
Agamotto.
to see how they get to that point and how he's tied into each individual person. So that's what really kind of
Bro, and his storyline gets crazy.
He's
He's got 3 movies.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say he's got to have movies. There's, what is there? 3 Guardians. There's 3 or 4.
I think there's only
Guardians
2 Stranges.
and then you've got what, like Captain Marvel.
Yep.
I'm just thinking of random
Eternals.
people. Like, do you need to watch Blue Beetle? Do you need to watch like? There's a lot of fucking people. The TV
No,
shows.
you don't have to watch
Kick
Blue
Rock.
Beetle. That's DC.
Okay, I'm just naming fucking superheroes at this point.
We'll say Disney Plus has like a Groot like sketch, not like they're not full blown episodes. They're like 5-minute shorts. That's what the word I'm looking for. Those are pretty fucking funny. They're like a little Groot shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much there that I would be down to do it. I don't think we wouldn't have enough time from now until then to run it on here.
No, we would
Once a
just
week.
do it offline, and
We'll just give updates on where we are in the Marvel.
Well,
universe until we get to Doomsday.
they have phases. So, we could do phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and then Doom is right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in. So whoever wants to jump on that and try to bite that one down.
Here's a little list, and this I don't think this is including like the new Spider-Man. I mean,
Man, what a
so this is the complete timeline order. Yeah,
yeah, but this Eyes of Wakanda, that is
probably like a TV series
Yeah,
or a
it's like
short or
animated.
something. Yeah. So like you're really probably just looking for the movies in this list, but I Am Groot. Is,
no.
Besides
talking
Loki, I
about.
mean,
Those are
Loki you'd have to watch for sure. Like, I'm not doing Luke Cage season whatever. I'm not doing.
Yeah, we need to find a.
Well, I'm sure Luke Cage would be good. I'm sure the Punisher's great. I love him, so I get it. But if I don't have to see him, I mean, if I can fit him in, I will. Especially John Bernthal. Who's Luke
I think
Cage?
I actually need to catch up
plays
on
Luke Cage?
Deadpool.
I was gonna say it's a black dude, right? Yeah, I don't know all these. Luke Cage.
Tree.
How relevant is he to the big picture?
It's not cast.
No. That's what I mean.
Ad loading.
If I go through this, which I will, then I probably will eventually check these shows out. Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to do it. But if I
Got
do it too
juice?
soon, I'm going to be pissed. I don't think I'll do it too quickly, but if we can map it out. But anyway, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Geese, I know you did not go through what I went through to go see it. You already knew you were ready for it. I was not. I grinded some movies out to go watch it, so I'm sure your thoughts probably aren't super different, but you've got more of the know behind the movie and everything like
For
that.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I was curious what you thought of it because I know I just talked about all the backstory of why I went.
Oh, dude, it's the penultimate Spider-Man movie. It is Tom Holland's best work, and he has cemented his legacy alongside Tony Stark, Steve Rogers. So he's fulfilled his role to the max. He could stop being Spider-Man today, and that legacy is going to hold forever.
Like he's Robert Downey, he's Chris Evans,
Yeah.
he's
there.
Hemsworth.
He's there, man. Like, yeah, he's on Mount Rushmore for me personally.
And he's and Spider-Man is the man, like worldwide. People
exactly.
They love him.
He is Spider-Man, you know. Robert is Iron Man. Chris is Steve Rogers. Like, Chris is Thor. He is just meant for the role. And so, like, having watched it and been excited for it when those movies came out, like, after the first movie with him, you're like, as a fan, you're like, oh shit, like, you already know. And then he's just been getting better and better and better. And then you're seeing him in other blockbusters and everything. He's just done the character what it needed to have.
And they hit $1 billion in like 3 or 4 days.
That thing's going to 2, dude.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
I don't know if I sent this in our group chat, but I saw a picture of the highest grossing like animation or like movies of all time. Not movies specific, but like number one is Marvel Universe.
Right.
He's part of that. And then you've got, Star Wars, the Wizarding World, like of Harry Potter and all those movies.
Franchises.
Yeah. Number one is Marvel. Number 2 is Spider-Man. And then the other series are behind Spider-Man. So it's like it's like 12 billion or something like that. I think Marvel's 32.
That will always be Sony's cash cow.
Dude.
And the Spider-Man games are awesome.
He's bigger than
they do that right.
All these other series. Spider-Man is bigger than
He's a monster. He's a monster.
And obviously that doesn't hurt Marvel being number one because
and Tom has all the dice, man. Like, you can have whatever you want type of contracts. Like, he's there.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Hope we get to talk about it more in depth sometime on the pod, but the movie rocked. Tom rocks.
I gave it a 5, by the way. So.
Yeah, I thought they both were 5s, and I couldn't tell because No Way Home is so good. What's up, brother? No Way Home is so good, and like the emotional tie, like I always talk about at the end, is so good. I was pissed about how this one wrapped up that storyline.
Yeah,
but so I didn't want to, but I didn't want to be like, okay, it's lesser because it was so good, and like the other parts of it, and Tom's just evolution, and like him as the character as well, like Spider-Man's evolution. It got, I think I told you already over text. I'm not going to say it here, but like where it got to, it checked the last box I needed for that.
Dude, just the actual acting too.
Yeah,
like, man, I was getting goosebumps. I was like getting like into it really, like emotionally, just from like the pressure of it all that they are displaying. Like, it's awesome, man. Like, you can complain about certain parts and pieces and what characters should have been used and all that other jazz, but like the cohesiveness of the film is top notch.
Yep. Yeah. 100% would recommend. Always going to say superhero movies or theater movies for the most part. I mean, some of them you could go and they might stink, but
pretty much.
That would definitely be one I'd get off my ass to go see, and I'd go watch it again with somebody that hadn't watched. I mean, that's a movie I'll watch that series 1,000 times. I watch his movies 1,000 times over. So, shout out Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Tom Holland, you name it, everybody in the movie.
The Spider-Man wheel, put them on there.
So, but Critter had dove down the path of a different series of movies with a totally different topic, and I'm interested to hear how that went for you. And what were the favorites? Where would you rate? I mean, kind of like I was rating the 3s, kind of the first 2 and 5s on the back half. Where are we at with the 28? Would be the only 28 weeks, 28 years.
I know it's like what do you even call it? The 28 series,
28
yeah.
calendar.
The zombie movies, 28 in it.
28 days, weeks, years. Bone Temple.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't know what got into me, but I was just like, I'm gonna dive into this. I think it might have been some clip I saw about Bone Temple and Ray Fiennes and his job he did, really, for one full movie and then kind of the back half of another. Then it was just, yeah, awesome. I love me some zombie. If I were to rank them, Bone Temple is definitely the top.
Oh yeah.
I need to
the
see
original one, like the OG 28 Days Later, I'd probably put second.
Yep.
Wouldn't hate you if you flipped it to third for the 28 Years Later before Bone Temple. And then 28 Weeks Later, I'm just going to put at the bottom.
I think I've seen that. That's pretty common. Like 28 Weeks Later is not.
Yeah, and it's actually got a Marvel character in it. Whole Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
I can't remember those old ones. I got to go back and watch
that
them.
one. Like I don't know. It still had the zombie effect to it, but it was more like everyone's a zombie. Even if, it was just like everybody was kind of quarantined in, bomb the shit out of them. We're back to square one, basically. But yeah, I honestly loved him, and I can't wait for the next one, because at the end of Bone Temple, Cillian Murphy, who was in the original one, has resurfaced, so he will be in the next one.
Shout out him because he's awesome.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be hard to beat Bone Temple, because Rafe is a fucking dog in that. Like, just that, and at the end of the third one, he's just awesome guy to watch. And like, if you're a Harry Potter fan, like I was telling you guys, like, there's some mannerisms that he does, you're like, holy shit, it's Voldemort.
Yeah At the Bone Temple,
it's just yeah, but he's just like doing one of these numbers. I'm like, it's Voldemort right there.
Yeah,
that's what it is,
dude. I can't remember.
It's not. I don't think they're like that long. I think they might be about 2 hours a pop.
What's the?
Yeah.
Isn't it like 666 is the song he played? It's like a Motley Crue song or something. I can't remember. But when he's trying to showcase to the Jimmies that he is the devil, or he's Lucifer, or whatever Jimmy believes he is, he starts ripping up an old school rock song that's either called 666 or it's called something like that. And that scene is awesome. And it made me think of Trav, just
all the effects that they did. Like, he had basically this barbell that was just rotating and sparks flying. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't tell you what it is.
Netflix
has the back two.
Yeah, the two new ones. I
couldn't tell you, because I was kind of like spread out.
Yeah, I need to watch.
Probably could, but I would say you'd want to. I think you could skip watching the second one, but before watching Bone Temple, I'd watch the first at least. Okay. So then, yeah, you're good on just, yeah.
Can we talk about a gear to grind when they have the third movie of a series on a streaming app and not the first two, or like the second one? Like, they never have the full series on there.
Yeah,
that's a pain.
I think it's a different. I think the thing is with these, I think it's a different, like, director and shit entirely.
I mean, even the two new ones.
I think that's true, actually.
The two new ones were different people too, because I'm pretty sure Cillian Murphy's a pretty big part of the newest, like the one he'll be in.
Good.
No, I think he might have been a part of that, but like, he's going to be a huge part in the last one.
He was a part. He was in Bone Temple.
There's another one.
2 minutes.
There's one more. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he was a part of Bone Temple. And
28 centuries later, and it's just like Terminator.
Yeah, he's gonna be a part of the new one, and he was a big part of the second one. And I thought the first new one, 28 years later, I did not care for that much. It just
I
felt
still
like
liked it better than
that one
the
was
second
bad,
one.
man.
28
We ripped
weeks.
that apart.
it just felt like two different movies, and I get it because 28 Days Later is like your traditional zombie movie where the outbreak happens. 28 Weeks was just like you said, it's they exist, but it's not quite like I thought they did a good job with 28 years of like the zombies aren't that big of a problem. Like we figured it out, we can get away, and then if we go to the mainland and there's alphas and stuff, like they're not ruining like they ruined that place, but it's not just full zombies in your face the whole time, which makes sense. It's been that long. And then how they tied in the Jimmies and just the whole story with Ralph and the cure, and it's gone crazy. And they did a good job with that plot. But
yeah, the end of 28 Years Later was really what made the movie. Otherwise, it would I may have flipped.
Yeah,
weeks and years later, but having Rafe kind of be introduced and then the Jimmies at the end kind of set up Bone Temple pretty good.
It did, but when you didn't know what Bone Temple was going to be about, and you just saw
you had to have a lot of trust,
and then the Jimmies didn't make any sense at the time.
Not at all.
It just felt so weird. Like, what the hell was this ending? But it fed
some dudes in jumpsuits just hopping out. Then it made sense. But yeah, like you said, you have to.
The kid's always been Spider-Man, gentlemen. I've always been Spider-Man.
Yeah, it did play into it well, but which is interesting because it's weird that they already knew that's the direction they were going to go. Because I didn't love that one, but how it tied in and how we got introduced to that next chapter made a ton of sense after the Bone Temple came out. But yeah, when those guys came on screen at the end of the first one, I was like, what the hell was that all about? Like, what in the world are these guys? Just some random fucking zombie killers that just live on the mainland? But yeah, it fed in well. But no, I need to watch the old ones again, but especially with before the new. I don't know when the new one's supposed to come out or the last one's going to come out.
Bro, we should do a zombie wheel. We should do that for Halloween.
Zombies are good. There's a lot of those movies, and there's a lot of different takes on them.
And the old ones are still good zombie flicks, even if they're bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's zombie. It's like Jurassic Park. Like zombies, man.
You can do a bad zombie movie, but it always adds a little thrill depending on which route they want to go.
Right.
Because sometimes they're super relevant, sometimes they're not that relevant. It's just a world of post-apocalyptic or whatever. So yeah, interesting. But
not seeing an exact release date, but Cillian Murphy is rumored, and it would be an absolute shame. It would probably go to the bottom of the list if he's not in the third. Like it'd be worse than 28 weeks, maybe.
I think based on how the first one ended,
it was
sense. And then now this one ends and he was in it. There's no way he's not involved in the last one. So we'll see. But yeah, I want to watch the original again. I don't know if I'll watch Weeks or not, but Bone Temple, Sir Jimmy Crystal is an all-time character.
He was.
Yeah, he was great. He's a great actor. I can't. What's his name? Can you look that up? What that actor's name is? Because he's pretty good. And I don't remember I can't remember what else he's been in, but I'm pretty sure I didn't realize that was him. And I think he's done a decent amount of stuff that I've liked, but I could be completely making that up. But it feels like a character that you wouldn't recognize until you looked up the actor. And then you're like, oh shit, yeah.
Jack O'Connell, I think.
Yeah, that's him. Jack O'Connell. What has he been?
Dude is he in Sinners now? Yeah, he wasn't. He was Remick in Sinners.
That's what it was. Yeah, he was the vampire in Sinners.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the actor. There you go. He was great in that too. So, well, the other one I saw two more. Trav, did you see a movie? Because I feel like we got to get some action here. You're back. Oh. I have. Yeah. Had you not seen it? Yeah.
Kurt, can you pull up Smile 2?
Bro,
I feel like I've seen the first one.
I just got a quick chill that ran through my body because I was starting to remember what the second one was all about. The first one I thought was good. Yeah, I do too.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So
that's some creepy shit.
they did a really good job of not really tying it into the last one at all. They just kept I mean, it is, but like they more so just kind of kept the theory alive. It's
Right.
not as connected. Like it's not a direct sequel. It's just more of living in that same universe.
And that's why you can watch either one really in any order. It doesn't
Ray
matter.
Nicholson?
As long as
Yeah,
you
dude.
understand what's going on.
Okay, so the first one's with Ray, right? Or is that the second one? Like I
No,
know
the
he's in
second
this one.
Second one. He's not
Okay.
the first one.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a
'Cause
whole- it's a whole new
I haven't
cast,
seen
I think,
these,
yeah.
but I saw. Look at all the Spider-Man movies right there.
Almost like we've been talking about them.
But I saw the trailers and everything when he's
have
in
to
it,
watch
and
it.
he is insanely scary.
Crazy, he looks nothing like his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were watching
I would have
the-
never been able to tell.
the scene where he actually has dialogue. I was looking over at Tanner like this guy needs his own movie. He needs The Shining.
Yeah.
He needs his, and he'll kill it.
Smile did a great job of all their advertising. Because if you remember when the first one came out, they had people going to different sporting events and being in the crowd, being spotted, just smiling. I think Ray Nicholson was at like the Oscars or something, and he was there smiling in the crowd. Like they did a phenomenal job for their horror movies here of promoting it, seeing it anywhere, and then you watch the movies and the concept that they got is.
Mhm.
Yeah, the second one, I watched it one night. I had never seen it, and I was like, well, the first one was good. I saw it on whatever it was on streaming wise. Finally turned it on. That one, yeah, those
And she does a really good job.
are
Like,
creepy movies.
She was a very perfect casting. She played that role, and just the psychotic break that goes into your head when that thing's
Dude,
happening.
Dude, that
And the twist, you can't predict it.
No, dude, but I'm just thinking of the scene in her apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've literally,
Dude,
I have goosebumps. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. That movie is creepy, and yeah, the twist. That
You
both
have
of
to watch
those
it
are
in the dark. You have to watch it through no pause.
Silence.
Just
Yeah.
run it.
Yeah, it's creepy, and it'll make you like even if you're watching with somebody talking, which Chelsea doesn't watch them, but if she was and we were chatting or something, like it makes you like shut up, like you
Yeah.
locked in it. You're locked.
Grabs you.
You are
Yeah.
locked into those movies.
Yeah.
I'm
It'll
glad
blow
you
your hair
brought that
back.
up.
Blow your
I'm
hair
glad
back.
you brought that up because I forgot I watched that a while back and I never talked about it. But that movie was creepy.
It's one of those that like the horror movies that are coming out now can go any direction. Like
Yep.
just all you need is the theme of it, like this obsession theme, even the Backrooms theme, and Smile. Like you can make any movie out of it.
That's why I liked. Was it Curry Baker?
Yeah, Curry Barker. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Obsession.
what he was talking about. Like he just built that universe, so now he can go whatever way he wants.
Love
It doesn't have to be a sequel or anything. It's like
Right.
we just live here now, and I can
Yeah.
do whatever I want. And Smile is a little bit more limited, but the concept. I mean, they completely changed the story, and it
Mhm.
worked, and it didn't
Yep.
matter because you were still living there, and it was yeah, I agree. I think all those. I think the way he put it as a universe, and just living in there. You really your opportunities is endless for those, and that's a good concept and a good way to put it for these other movies like Smile and Backrooms too. So, well, the other one I saw, and Geese isn't here, so Crit, I know you said you got a couple more, but he's back. I had to have you here for just a quick synopsis of Mortal Kombat 2. Who else? Did anybody else watch that, or was it just me and him? It's on HBO now. I think you watched it.
Probably just us.
You watched it. I think when I texted, it was there, and then
You were watching it at the same time, I think.
Well, I know we had a
Or you texted me about it, and I was like, I'm going to watch that now. That's what it was.
Yeah, and I think I fit it in because we had so much time between pods with the Odyssey and whatnot that's why I ended up watching more movies. But I had to watch it, turned it on. It is about everything you'd expect.
It's terrible.
It's not a good movie.
No.
You watch it for the fight scenes. It is poorly.
Those are bad too.
I
Man,
thought
like
the first one was better. From what
I also thought the first one was better.
The first one's better from what I remember, but then I just thought,
Dude, and they just went so cheap on Baraka. That's my favorite character, and he just looked like a goof.
and
that pissed me off.
He's like a total dork too.
Yeah, and the way they did his special effects was just cheap, and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then from there on out, I was just like, okay.
I think I might have thought the first one was better than what it was from what I thought about the second one.
The first one, I think the problem is that you would have thought that they would have expanded in the second one in terms of like production, but they didn't, and I feel like they had less of a budget. I want to look that up now, but
I don't think they're gonna get approval for a third. And they've got characters and ways they can go, but I'd be shocked if they kept running that back.
All right, so they had
disappointing because of how many games there are and how many characters there are.
Yeah, so dude, they had 55 million for the first film, and then they had 80 million for the second film. The special effects were pretty solid. I will give it to them on that. Like the abilities, like what am I Zero? What's his name?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, thank you.
Yeah.
I thought his ability looked good. Like all the abilities looked awesome.
Scorpions is always cool with his chain.
Yeah, the hat, like the fire dragon, that was sick. But the rest of it's just really mediocre. Yeah, see, they fucked Baraka up, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it wouldn't look great. You knew who it was, but yeah, and I guess I'll say another thing too.
Now look up Baraka like actually from the game, Crit, because I just want people to understand that.
Well, and if you think about Shiva in the first one,
who do you need again?
The Baraka. We just need his game cover.
And I thought they did decent with Shiva in the first one.
Yeah, that's maybe I am misremembering. It's just that. Yeah, see, he looks way cooler there.
I thought he looked cool in the movie, but I get what you mean. His character was kind of subpar.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just more menacing. The way they applied the makeup, it's just like, it's clearly just, it's not his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a mask there, and he talks through it, and it kind of jiggles. Like, it's terrible.
The other problem is I don't think Johnny Cage is that, like, good of a lead for what you expect in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and
like his ability.
I'm just not a big Johnny Cage fan.
You wouldn't pick him in the game because you wanted to use somebody with cool abilities. And not to say he doesn't have something, but really it's more so just like he just kind of gasses up and like is stronger, faster. He's not doing anything sci-fi, really.
Right.
And
he puts his sunglasses on.
I want brutality. That's what Mortal Kombat is, and Johnny Cage is not somebody I would have picked to lead a movie. Now I don't know the storylines of the video game, so I don't know how he ties in. I'm
just everyone fighting. Like I feel there might be a storyline. I just feel like they make shit up because it's just always tournaments,
right?
And that's fine.
There's only so far you can go with doing a movie series like that.
Well, yeah, and it's just like let's just do tournaments. Like just each movie is a tournament.
Yeah.
Like, give it to me raw.
Yeah. It was not.
There's so many other characters too, and then you just keep using the same ones. You know what I mean? Like, Scorpion was in the first one, dude. Like, there's another 20 so characters that you could have explored.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny Cage.
It wasn't. He must be pretty big on that scene of the niche Mortal Kombat.
I guess so. Like character, it is a fan service movie.
Yeah. So Johnny Cage must be popular in the Mortal Kombat diehards, but not a lead Mortal Kombat character. Great actor. I thought he did fine. I thought his.
So everyone else thinks. I think we're just giving the first movie too much credit based off what I'm seeing here.
People think the second was better.
Yeah. So
Well,
maybe we suck. I don't know.
I don't either. I didn't like it. I like the fights. That's about it. That's what I'm there for. I'll watch them all. You just said it about Jurassic Park and zombies. Like I'll watch every single Mortal Kombat movie they come out with. But
I'm gonna judge it.
Yeah, I'm there for the fight.
It is enjoyable. I mean, you take it at face value for what they give it to you. It is an enjoyable film. I mean,
right.
I wasn't like watching it and just like, oh, when's this over? Like, you knew when it was going to be over because there's one guy to beat, but there's fights every 30 seconds. So fuck it.
Yeah. I'm signing on for all of them, but
especially the deaths. They always kill people I'm not expecting, even though I know they're going to die. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the whole point. Yeah. The whole point of the show or the movie is fight to the death. So yeah, wasn't the best movie of all time, but I don't know, enjoyable. I'd watch another one. So
keep making them.
The other movie I watched, I'll just talk about quickly because there's only one point really that matters. But Chelsea was about about an hour or two from home, and I was like, I'll just throw a movie on, something quick. It was 127 Hours of James Franco. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but the story of the guy who gets trapped in the mountains or the canyons in Utah, and somehow gets out. It's a true story. It's an unbelievable story. Like the fact that he survived and was able to endure that and get out is absolutely crazy. I don't
think I saw it in theaters, but I saw it after the fact.
Okay. So, I mean, I knew what I was signing up for. How great of a movie can you make of a guy trapped in a canyon? Like, the expectation wasn't high like James Franco.
A movie like that, you just put yourself in the shoes and you go, oh shit, like what would I have done? Yeah, it doesn't need to be a good movie, but you just kind of feel the intensity.
And I thought it was as good as it could have been for what it was. Yeah. But I'll tell you this, because if you don't know the true story, he eventually has to snap his arm and cut it off to get out. Spoiler. That was one of the most uncomfortable 3 minutes I've ever had in watching movies. When he ends up finally snapping his arm, and like the sound, even in my living room, like a physical body movement out of me, like oh my god. And then I think he breaks his I can't remember the two names of the bones, but it's like the ulnar and radius.
Ulna.
Yeah, so he breaks one, and you think he just broke his arm in half, and then you're like kind of let your guard down, and then he snaps the other one. I'm like, oh my, and he's just getting in his nerves and with a dull knife. Those 3 minutes or whatever it was, 3-4 minutes was. I mean, I could like kind of looking away from the screen, like, oh my god, man! And then that guy.
That's how you know it's a good intense scene. When you gotta take a little. Whoa.
And the guy, I looked it up. He's like, just they said for the most part, spitting image of what he went through. Like exactly, they didn't really sugarcoat anything. They didn't make any theatrical. I think where he meets the girls in the beginning, that was a little bit like not true, but the actual portrayal of him stuck, the guy who is still alive and still does canyoneering, which I didn't know was a word, but found that out. He said it was, I mean, about as close to what happened as it could have been. So I was like, dude,
James Franco actually cut his arm.
Yeah. Why do you think you haven't seen him in a movie in a while?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I got on that one. And then I think you've got, do we have another one? I think we've got more. All good there.
Obsession.
Chris, that's what it was.
The Dragon too.
Yeah, I know.
And I think my mic's jacked, isn't
Can't
it?
hear you, Crit.
Yep.
I hate to see it.
That's how it goes.
It's like 5 hours later, like experiencing technical difficulties. Just throw a little thing on the screen and
he just dips.
Yeah.
We can start with a little House of the Dragon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm mad it's over, but glad that it happened.
Oh, yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it, because you know how much longer we have to wait all the time.
And one of the best things I saw, and it's not a spoiler, but the people that you started off hating in the show, you're learning to just love.
Yeah.
You're good enough.
Testing. Okay.
You're back. We're just touching the little House of Dragon here. Who would you point out as one of those characters for you?
Aegon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still the worst, but his character
is so good at being the worst.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. And he's just the most memeable character they got. And it's surprising how big of a pussy Aemon is to him based on who Aemon is. But,
Right.
I mean,
The
Aegon.
memes that are coming from that.
Oh, dude, it was so funny. And it's
I'm
just like,
back. I'm alive.
From Game of Thrones walked so Aegon could run.
Dude, this character is so good. And like, you just knew of it. I mean, you've read the books or listened, whatever, but you just, as somebody who hasn't, you knew he was going to be relevant again. And I mean, I know just from the Game of Thrones and just the way people have talked about Aegon, but just watching the show, just how slow and they've done this before with other characters, but you knew. And the way that they brought him, like they got him going again and how it wrapped up was just perfect.
Yep. And
season
like 4 is confirmed to be the last. So it's like everything's kind of reached that pinnacle to just
have fucking fun with that one.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to squish it all in, but I also don't think they're going to really follow the book at all. So they might throw little bits and pieces in there.
Has it been pretty close so far? I mean, have they stayed?
The main topics, have happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, last episode was great. It delivered. You know, you definitely can see the path for what's next, but it delivered. It's cool. It's what you want to see in a Game of Thrones, the Thrones world. Yeah. I want to watch it again. You know, just or rewatch even the season again now that it's all out and you can binge it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aegon for sure. I mean, total scumbag, and I couldn't be more all in on him being back and relevant. You know,
right.
I'm interested in what's going on, and I don't even know why I'm interested, but like Larys is just one of those characters, like, you know, Littlefinger and Varys, and you know, just the Weasel, and I need to know what he's got going on. I was always interested in what he had going on, but now that he's off of Aegon, it's like, where's he end up? And I kind of liked that I thought maybe he would just turn his back at some point on him, but he really didn't. You know, he got cast away, and it is what it is. But yeah, Aegon for sure. I mean, Damon. By the way, Damon is 1-1 for sure. He's him. Caraxes is 1-1 in the Dragon world. They've got a lot left to do there, but yeah, Aegon brought it back. Aemon is kind of a dud for me right now. Had some great throughout the first 3 seasons, but he's kind of on that dud side. And
I'll tell you what, you'll see him again.
No, I'm sure. And it didn't get to that point. So, not the King of the North, but nice little northern. What do you say? Northern something goodbye or northern. I can't remember, but that was
proper effing from the North.
Yeah, correct. That's what it is. So, yeah, good season. Obviously excited for 4, but we know that's gonna be far down the road.
Years away. Yep. Trent, what was your movie last week?
Was Obsession.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys already saw it. I fired it up. I think Lindsay had to work the no, hell no. She had the county fair, so I was like, we're watching Obsession right now. Because she doesn't like that shit. I was like, you know, she might actually not really care about this. And then the car scene happened. And I go, nope, just kidding.
Dude.
That's where she was pissed off at
and the pedal
weapons.
The pedal just goes from there. Yeah.
Dude,
I was like, nope, just kidding. I lied.
That's the part that got me so bad live when I was in the theater.
In the theater, it doesn't matter who you are.
No,
you just know it's coming. You just like,
yeah,
you know.
I thought she was gonna be like really far in the back and running towards the door, so like you prepare for it.
You just can't. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you knew something was happening. Still got me because I did not think that was what it was going to be.
Yeah, wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, the gas pedal is just at 100.
Dude, and then and like we talked about it, but then you learn that it was supposed to be longer than that. And then you see that clip, you're like, my Lord.
Yeah, it's even like early on when she's, you know, turned or cursed, whatever, and they're in bed and she jumps out of bed while they're making out. That scared me too. I was
It's
Yeah.
so loud. That's why in theaters is so good. Like,
I bet.
like,
Yeah,
just-
I
they're
bet
just-
that would probably help my rating on it because, like, I was like, man, I probably should have saw this in theaters because it would have been a fuck ton scarier, which is probably the
it's a
same to
6
say about
in theaters.
any
It's a 6 in
scary
theaters.
movie.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's loud. That is for
when
sure.
she stands up in the diner or whatever. No, 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 no.
Oh yeah.
She's so good,
Oh,
dude. I keep seeing
it's
everything.
like this
on TikTok.
fucking
I want
bitch.
more of her immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to
She's gotta
see.
pick. She's got to pick her out pretty carefully, though. Like you
You
this
can't
kid-
overexposure and everything.
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
Mhm.
one
Yeah,
and
I'm
done.
interested in the direction she could go because she could easily just do horrors.
Yeah.
She's built for it. I could also see her
Scream
doing
queen.
like comedy, but being like more of the annoying person potentially.
Or like deadpan. I
But
thought
she's
she
also
kinda-
like a Twitch like she seems pretty laid back, like in real life. Anime
Yeah.
Twitch streamer, gamer,
Yeah.
and then she can just put on a performance like that. So
Dog.
yeah,
Easy money.
I started that with Chelsea the other night, but I don't think that's going to go well if she actually commits to it. I was trying to just get her into it.
You're kind of at 2,000 RPM, just kind of cruising down the
We
highway.
will,
Once that-
we'll
once
find
that
out.
Pedal hits.
Yeah, we'll find out if my mother actually watches this or not, because we got some exclusive content of Karen watching Obsession, and at some point we're gonna get a clip out there for the talkers, because
Yeah. If you
Well,
can do a
wait and
side by
see.
side of the scene like at the same time as her reaction, that would be
yeah, I bet we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be one eventually, like we've talked about, to really get into in terms of a podcast and where things went wrong and overall thoughts. Like one of the most talked about, I mean, of the year, most talked about, and then just the theories people have tried to come up with and what's next for him. We already talked about, but I mean, whatever he does, we'll watch it. So
Yeah, And-
absolutely. I think he's already working on it.
I think it's done filming. I think they just gotta. I think they have a soft release date for his movie because Aaron Paul's in it. Like the cast list is already out. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, it's the one with the ghost hunters. That's right.
Yeah. And Aaron, like from Breaking Bad, he's got some bigger names in this one. But I think filming's done. I just don't know when the release is gonna be. So, yeah, I mean that guy again. That's gonna be
I'll watch everything he makes. Probably.
Yeah. especially in the horror category. But again,
Yeah.
that'll carry him into whatever else he wants to do. So
And he comes from the comedy world.
that's
I feel
what's
like
weird
that's such a
about
great
some of these
transition.
guys. I mean, that's like Weapons. That guy, like the guy that did Weapons and Barbarian, which if you haven't seen that movie's very, very scary as well. They've got a comedic background, and then they just, if you
Go
can
off.
direct, you can direct. So, well, anyway, boys, we've got an hour in here. Got to touch on at least a gear or an Oscar. I have an Oscar. I don't know if anybody's got any gears. I didn't really think about it too much. I've been busy.
I've had them, dude. I think about it during the day, and I'm like, oh, that's a good gear. And then by the time I actually need to talk about it, wasn't that bad. I can't remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one we've touched on before, but like just in general, it's just bad service.
Oh,
Like we went to some iconic bar up.
I
in
thought you were talking about phone service. I was like, well,
No,
got a point.
just an iconic bar up in Evergreen and Western, and Chelsea's dad was in town with his wife, and we went in there. It's not open when I've tried to go. It hasn't been open, and I was standing in line at the bar for I couldn't even tell you. And the guy next to me finally is like, "Hey, he's like, I come here frequently. It is not like this usually. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they were just down a man or down a body behind the bar. And he's like, it's not overly busy from what I've seen either, but it just took to get a drink at the bar. And if you're waiting on a server, so it still sucks, but at least you're chit chatting with your group that you're there with.
Yeah, but when you're waiting, you're just solo.
You're by yourself, and then you hear somebody else start bitching about it, and you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one.
Sometimes those conversations, you got to chime in and it just gets everybody going.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
get at least everybody can laugh about it a little bit and kind of take the edge off. But bad service sucks. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, you would think people would try harder because it's their paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're relying on tips. Like, I feel like tipping culture, though, like
Depends how
I
you're being
understand
treated.
but I understand the importance of it and everything. But at the same time, like you gotta work for it.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah, and
getting the
again,
same service for a $600 meal as you would for a $30 meal, you got a good point. Yeah, you got a
yeah.
good point. Where's that? Where's the worth there? But yeah,
Right. Yeah.
And again, like I
There's
said,
a
it could have
quality
been,
level there.
if it's short staffed and whatnot, you never know the full story.
True.
I don't know,
It
but
happens.
it still
Sometimes it
sucks as a consumer, regardless of what's going on. It's still not ideal. So, but the Oscar that comes out of the weekend will also go to my wife's father and his wife for a new Blackstone grill that they bought us, as well as a new TV, 60-inch TV for the living room.
Nice. And
I had just mentioned like to my, I didn't even think I brought it up to him, but our bulb and we got a TV off Facebook Marketplace how many years ago?
Yeah.
It was going to go out, and the bulb in the top right was definitely losing. Like some of them, or however, whatever TV we had, losing light in the top right. And I came home from work on Friday, and I knew that they bought the Blackstone to come outside, and then they just look and they're like, "Go turn the TV on." And there, I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" And I go inside, new TV. It honestly worked out perfectly too, because our old one mounted in the middle, so it was sat a little lower than you wanted it, and this one's mount is towards the bottom of the back, so it sits exactly. Yeah, it sits where we want it. So it worked out. Awesome picture. I think it's a QLED, so not the.
It's gonna be good for.
Who knows, man? I know the OLED is the best. Everything under that,
it's also
I'm
like,
just like
the OLED is also like your thousands of dollar TV.
Oh yeah.
So it looks great. Through Mario,
Yeah.
I didn't finish
you
it.
can't tell the difference anyway. So
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but did start Mario Super Galaxy because of the TV, just to see the color. So I will have that one TBD. Yoshi.
Mario looks good on those TVs too.
Yeah. So anyway, gentlemen, we got DAWGS episode 2. We didn't touch on it, but just speaking of dogs, had a little football recently, and I'm itching to get back. We've got a lot of news coming out and stuff, but perfect time for the DAWGS series to get rolling. And regardless of the movie that we land on, a lot of different genres on the wheel, a lot of different categories. We landed on the 2001, I think they call it an action comedy, Cats and Dogs. Definitely had seen this. Didn't remember a lot of it. Not a tough plot to follow in terms of what's going on, but interested. The pre-pod talk has me a little bit up in the air on thoughts that are coming in from everybody individually on this pod. And I know we all did not have great things to say about Cujo, so God forbid where this one goes. But Cats and Dogs, 2001, Trav, you mind just giving us the rundown here of what we're about to get into?
Yeah, it's 2001, mid-July release, I believe. I think July 4th even. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's coming up with a vaccine / medicine to get rid of
COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19. He's getting rid of dog allergies, I think. And yeah, the battle between cats and dogs. Mostly one cat versus a bunch of dogs, but I'll tell you what, Viking loved it. He sat in front of the TV and really enjoyed it, but can't say I did.
Yeah.
Can't say I did.
Trav's hating. Trav's hating.
I remember watching this as a kid, and I'm sure I would have gave it a super good score when I was a kid.
It's also 2001.
I didn't like. I couldn't keep up. Couldn't keep up. Didn't grab me.
Too complicated for you.
Just couldn't grab me. Love me some Jeff Goldblum,
I get it.
but he should have sat that out. He should have sat that one out. That was just a hey, Jeff Goldblum's got a name. Let's get him in here.
Jeff Goldblum needed a paycheck.
Yeah. So
just do what you always do, but in a lab coat.
I'll tell you what. It's
sure.
top three worst things that happened in 2001. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. For sure.
It's tough with that year.
Yeah.
That's tough to be tossed in that category. But, Geese, how would you...
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, dude, it's a fun kids movie. In 2001, that shit was light years ahead of other things. Like, as a kids movie, I mean, the fact they used a ton of real dogs, like, it definitely fits the essence of the topic of the podcast. Is it a great movie? No. But I will say that for a spy movie that they made into Dogs versus Cats, thought it was pretty good. And it might be the biggest propaganda piece of the 21st century of Dogs versus Cats.
Well,
Bold.
yeah, I mean, I kind of think I'm picking up what you're putting down, but yeah, I'll say this is, I guess, to start my thoughts is I also enjoyed it. It's not a bad movie. I mean, it's again, for Geese's point, kids movie that I would still show kids.
If I'm watching that with my niece, I'm in. Like,
I was gonna say this movie stands time of I would show this to kids today.
Still, when I was a kid too.
The animation's still passable. You definitely notice it as an adult where you're like, God, just like putty on their face. But then it switches and it's a real dog, so it just kind of immerses you into it. The puppets are fucking hilarious.
Let me tell you this. This movie's light years ahead of Cujo. It's way better than Cujo.
It's not last on the list.
I'm not that much of a hate. I was doing most of it for a bit, being funny, but you know, this movie's much better than that.
It's like it's I mean the biggest difference of that and Cujo is this one is watchable and it makes sense. And the plot, there's a plot that you can follow from start to finish.
You're adding bits of stars towards the.
If we compared it to Cujo, it'd be. I mean, every movie would be a 5.
Yeah.
I don't. That would be a fun list to do a wheel of just your personal opinion, things you've seen that might be that bad, like Cujo. That would be it would be tough to do now, but where you'd get the diversity would be if I picked one and somebody else liked it, or vice versa. If we didn't know what movies we were bringing to the table, but yeah, this one actually had a plot and characters that made sense to what was going on and progression. And speaking of Tobey Maguire, he's Lou.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that for a second because the cast is kind of stacked.
I was going to say the cast is pretty big. Now, granted, a lot of times we get voice actors, and we even said, I think recently, that we thought they just started doing it where they loaded them up, but they've been doing it forever.
Yeah. I mean, and it's dogs. Like, it's like that Cats movie. They got a ton of people to do that crap.
Yeah.
When you voice act, like, it's such an easy paycheck.
Absolutely. That's why voice actors get upset when they do this and they get. I mean, but Tobey Maguire, is this pre-Spider-Man or is this post-Spider-Man? Because I thought maybe he would have gotten it. 2000. He might have gotten it because of Spider-Man, or maybe he did it before Spider-Man, but I didn't look that up. But it had to be close.
Pre.
Okay.
Year before.
He sounded young. Like.
Just got him Spider-Man.
Yeah. Lou is my favorite dog. Maybe it'd make you want to get a beagle, and I can't talk.
No, it doesn't. It did. I agree, but I've babysat some beagles, and they are barkers. I know Ace can bark, but they are barkers and howlers. They're loud.
Let me tell you what I liked about this. I love dogs. Love dogs. So you're getting points regardless.
Yep.
The concept. Cats versus Dogs is great. Now, the methods and the believability just loses me a little bit between that, and I think it's just because I'm watching it when I'm older. I probably loved it when I was a kid, and that's what made me think it was like, oh yeah, let's go. I remember this movie vividly. No,
I was gonna say, yeah, I was thinking that too when I watched it, and I'm like, no, I
think the other one.
You didn't like Dmitry Kenilkov?
No, I liked the interaction between Goldblum, the dad, and the son. I think that was relatable as a kid, So there's definitely some good aspects, but it's a hard one to lock in by yourself just watching on a random Tuesday. You know what I
Yeah,
watch
no,
it with
I
somebody else or like a kid,
definitely have
I
a
think it would
reason
really-
to watch it next time outside of let's watch this movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't revisit it often, but dude, it deserves a spot on the shelf of kid movies. Like if I had a dresser of kid movies, like it's definitely on there.
Especially when you take out fully animated kids movies and you pick from like real people, and obviously this is animation with dogs, but there are real dogs in it, like you said. I thought that part was cool. I'm glad you brought that up. But I think when you take out animated movies as well, this one probably would do pretty well on, like you said, keeping a stack of kids movies around. I would definitely pick this one.
Right. Yeah, my niece is obsessed. Where's Nala? Where's Nala? She admitted on the phone the other day that it goes Lexi, Nala, didn't even say my name. And I don't know where I was going with those. Oh, the dog thing. Sorry, I was getting into it a little bit.
Getting into feelings.
But loves dogs. So it's like, dude, you throw this one on, like, she'll probably lock in for the runtime of what was it, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
87 minutes.
A little less than you're watching on YouTube.
Cut some filler out on YouTube.
Yeah.
And no credits.
No credits. We probably missed a couple things, but I'm 30. I think I got what I needed out of it.
Don't blame you.
Who would win in a real life situation between this cats and dogs? And I don't know where you draw the line.
Like if we apply the movie situation as like spies versus like dogs are protecting, and
I'm talking cats,
like actual,
like cats versus dogs. And I think it's got to be domesticated, because if you get into the bigger picture of like jungle cats,
and then the scales tilt a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think a cat is going to kill a dog. I think a dog is going to kill a cat. But they're going to take damage doing it. So definitely dogs, probably in general. But they got to catch the cat, obviously. Tail old as time. So
right. And
if they're all locked into a room, I'm going dogs. If they got some room to run around, like it's just a survival game at that point, because cats will just get out of the dog's range. So a straight up fight, it's dogs.
Yeah, and a fight to the death, obviously. But I'm thinking like also with the plot included, are cats like actually smarter than dogs?
Yes,
it feels that way. Not all dogs, but
I think it's situationally.
It's definitely it's like left brain versus right brain.
Yeah,
and like dogs are conditioned for like commands and everything, but like cats are definitely more mischievous, but they know what they're doing. Like they know that's wrong. They just don't give a fuck.
I think that they would be able to come up with a more diabolical plan, and dogs would
just ruling the world. That's pretty diabolical.
No, I'm saying in reality, cats would probably be able to plan something out better than a
poison for sure, easy. You know, dogs are really gullible, so it's like, yep.
Pull the lever.
So like in terms of that, I would lean cats.
I'm thinking movie concept in real life.
Cats
could probably get it done, because as realistic as this movie was, you know, some of the leaps that this puppy was making.
Are we involving big cats? Tigers?
I think it's over if it's big cats. Like,
well, how does that help?
Yeah, wolves.
I was gonna say, where does the help for dogs come in? Just wolves and coyotes and shit.
Yeah.
We could use coyotes like the cats are trying to.
I mean, dude, domesticated dogs do get. There are some very large breeds out there. Not tiger big, but.
Dude, I saw this.
I mean, I don't know. Tigers.
I've seen some Great Danes, and there was this one that it's different than a Great Dane. I was like, that thing is fucking massive.
Yeah, stand up there like 7 feet tall.
The tigers.
This girl was definitely taller than Lindsay. I was like, holy shit.
Can't tigers be like 500 pounds though?
Yeah,
like 3
like
to 500.
1 ton, dude.
No, you're not 2,000 pounds.
No, that's probably too. I don't know.
No,
I think we're in the 500.
2 to 670. I was way
Yeah,
off.
because lions are a bit smaller.
I mean, 670 is only 400 off.
I mean, a ton is 2,000 pounds,
Correct.
not 1,000.
All right. Oh, yeah, half a ton. That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
And lions are not as big as the biggest
No,
tigers.
they're like 400, I think.
They're
They're
generally,
330 to 570, so their max is lower.
yeah. We're in trouble if we include the big cats. Those things are
Yeah.
will tear us down. They know how to use their paws a little bit more than the house
Oh,
cat.
yeah.
Dude, then you get the leopards, the cheetahs.
I know we're looking for
Team
help.
dogs is plus money.
We're like,
I'll tell you that.
we got to find a way to beat these tigers now.
That's
Not
the
even-
thing, though. I think dogs would really get there down and get after it. Where cats might
Dog, yeah. I mean,
shy away.
tortoise and the hare. You know what I mean? Like dogs are gonna come straight at you, and
The cat doesn't have a
cats
dog,
are gonna
you know?
cats are gonna pussyfoot around a little bit.
Good point. They don't say they got that cat. You got that cat in you.
No.
Yeah. Well,
You got that
that's
dog
cat.
in you.
the other term they use
That's
derogatory.
right.
So
Yeah, true. Yeah, but it's having the dog in you, because there ain't gonna be no quitting the dogs. Now we might go out on our shields, but
go out pride though. You know,
fight.
Who's your favorite
cats
dog?
will scatter.
Other than Lou.
Other than Lou, I don't remember the name. I mean, I know Butch, and I know
The little chihuahua.
Mr.
Yeah.
Tinkles. No, that's the
That's a cat.
cat.
I'm
Hang on.
trying to. I don't remember the name of the. It's not a Chihuahua, Unless you
whatever.
unless you're talking
Chinese
about the one,
crested.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
The-
that
The
is
guy operating all the drones and shit.
Yeah.
Ivy is half that dog.
Peak.
So I did like that dog. I also noticed that the stray dog's name was Ivy, so I had some ties in there.
Yep.
I like those dogs too. Whatever she is.
So Lukey.
Yeah, those are
Can
cool.
we get a list of those dogs?
The names,
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah.
done.
the
I'm
names-
trying to find them. It's hard because it's like,
Go
you
to the
yeah.
go to the wiki, and then scroll down the cast, and it tells you all the dog breeds and cat breeds.
And who was Sam? Like, who was Michael Clark Duncan playing?
Old English sheepdog. Sam is the character name.
Was that the one that had the bangs and couldn't see?
Yeah, couldn't see
Okay.
shit.
That one was funny.
Yeah.
He was a good dog. But yeah,
Kind of
the-
reminds you of Sheep type character.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, the Chinese crested is it's half Ivy. The fact that there was a Chinese crested in this movie and the dog named Ivy is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
I knew it
Ivy.
wasn't a chihuahua. I was just like that's the closest thing.
That's what Ivy is half though. So it
The
makes
only
sense.
problem with the mastiffs, the English
Came
mastiffs
back.
are sick
Come back
dogs.
on the pod.
They drool.
Yeah. Don't like that.
The
Yeah.
Ninja Cats. Dmitry Kennelkoff.
Dobermans are sick.
God, okay, let's talk about some bad special effects. Those Doberman puppies in the beginning.
I
Yeah.
was gonna
Oh,
say I loved that scene because it was funny how they tied it into this guy coming to sell his puppy, and they're
could you
all-
imagine being the owner there and you walk in, it's all Dobermans,
and
What
they're
the-
just sitting straight file, ready to attention.
yeah,
And the Doberman's like, "Don't forget your wag your tails," and then they all start whipping them around like that. I like
bro.
that scene.
I bet he made bank on those puppies at some point.
The
Like
Doberman?
they just didn't disappear. He probably sold them off. Those things were trained
No.
to a T.
the special forces would have got those puppies back. They would have put the beagles back in there.
Oh, good point. I didn't think about it. I thought they just took the beagles for training.
They
and
just
let
didn't
those guys
want
out.
that family to get a non-special agent dog.
That's right.
Trained.
Well, tough shit.
And then our boy Lou was hiding in the bucket because he tried to get out of there and got launched in a bucket.
Man, who's laughing now, boys?
They did to your point about propaganda for a kids movie. The way that
You
they,
hate cats, man.
well, yeah, and the way that they got into ancient Egypt and how that all
and like made sense.
it was unbelievable. Like, I hate cats for that. The cats want to rule people. The dogs got to the front lines to put humans back on top.
And it just like coincides with their personalities and everything. Like it's just terrible.
That was they. I mean, in terms of just storyline, I mean, they did pretty damn well. like I don't know if a kid would fully understand that depending on the age, but I mean, depending on the age, absolutely.
Right.
Imagine if you're watching this and you've got cats and dogs at home.
And then they start fighting.
You got to be a dog kid at that point, right?
Yeah.
You can't watch
You would
this
think,
movie.
well, especially it's like if you have a cat, and it's all the dogs are pretty much the same. So it's like if you have a cat that is very standoffish, that movie is going to make a lot of sense. But if you got like some cuddle bug one where it's just all up in your grill, then it wouldn't. But
I'd be interested on the households with kids that have both cats and dogs. There are a lot of cat people out there.
oh yeah,
Like a cool cat is pretty cool. The problem is there's terms
Terrible
of
cats. Terrible cats. Terrible.
that's what I mean.
it's the worst. It's the worst.
The fact that there's a term like if you like, oh no, he's a cool cat, means that most cats are not cool
Right.
and they don't want to be around you and they are assholes.
Hey, you're a cool dog, man.
Like dogs, I guess the bad ones get put down for the most part.
It's kind of an inverse ratio. It's a 10% cool cat. It's a 90% not. 90%.
Yeah,
Maybe
I would
it's
say
not.
you don't see that many bad dogs.
Stuff for
But
me.
But again, I think the sad part of it is like bad dogs get killed.
Right.
You have to put them down if
Well, I mean,
they can do damage.
yeah, and cats drawing your blood is pretty much expected.
Yeah, yeah. Dogs are kind of tough, man. You better be loyal and nice and listen, or we put you down.
Yeah,
No, I think
kick
we've
you out
gotten
the
better.
front door. Cats just don't listen, so it's like you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, they're interesting beings.
You got to be very delicate training a cat because you do one thing wrong, that fucker will hate you forever.
Yeah,
And dogs, you hit them on the head once on accident, like it's their fault, you know.
See, the best cats are the ones that act like dogs.
Exactly. You got to raise a cat with a dog, in my opinion. That's how you get them. That's how you get cool cats.
I don't want to walk by your cat in your house and feel like I've got to be on edge and hope he doesn't just hiss or pounce at me.
And it's true, regardless if you train them or not. That is going to happen.
So,
You're
60 are good.
No.
Dude, those videos are insane.
Well, those cats can latch onto you too, though. Like you might,
Right.
it might
Well, especially
cut your leg and-
walking down the stairs or something, or going through the banister. Like, cats are vicious. They're vicious regardless of whatever. But you can train them.
They are cool. I will say what they can do and maneuver and quickness is cool. Don't think I'll ever get one again. We had a trial in college, and it was a horrible idea for being in a house of 6 dudes in college to have a cat. But and he was cool for the most part, but they turn on you quick, and it ain't good.
Yeah, you scratch one too many times.
Well, and if they get out, it's like
Oh, true.
they're gone, and they come back, but you don't know.
But
when.
they're so independent that it's like they don't need you.
No, and like
They'll suffer and everything. Don't get me wrong, but they'll survive.
what do you think about what is the coolest type of not?
For me personally, Maine Coons.
I was gonna say not breed, but like, is it
okay.
an indoor cat? Is it a barn cat? Is it like
Indoor, outdoor, I think are the best. And that's just what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Tyrone was the perfect cat. So I don't know if it's because of how we raised him. We had 2 dogs with him. He was a garage cat, came inside frequently, roamed the woods, like that type of environment. He was king of the castle, man. But he was a cool cat.
That's what I mean, though, is like you almost don't like think about barn cats, right? That maybe you're out there to catch mice or whatever.
They feel more skittish to me.
Well, they also you almost feel like you don't own them. Like they only stick around because they know
They're
where
just hanging out.
the food
right?
bowl's at. They got water, and
There's literally nothing else, nothing else around you to go to. So it's like, this is shelter.
yeah, like you
You're
don't
basically homeless.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm thinking about like just barn cats I've known people have, and I'm like, you don't even once in a blue moon you interact with them if you see the food and they come over to you, but for the most part you're just putting food out and they just hang out and they don't pay rent.
Yep. No, they, it's more of to me, it's more of a service relation. Not that you wouldn't love them or anything, but or they wouldn't love you, but it's just more of a hang out in the barn, get mice, get fed.
It's like a hunting dog.
I'll leave you alone.
It's like a hunting dog cat.
They're there for a job.
Right. But even hunting dogs, there's some good looking dogs and they can be great with people and usually are. But they serve a purpose.
Right.
Well. And got a lot of badass in them. Because they'll get out there and get after it. I don't know. Cat. I don't think I'll ever own a cat again.
I definitely want a Maine Coon at some point. I have to. It's been a dream. Dude, I just want one with the big burly face.
I lied to you guys. I just told my wife this weekend at this store up in Evergreen when I saw like a statue of a cat. I will own it. The Siamese cats that are like cream colored with they're I think probably one of the more expensive cats out there, but those things are cool looking. Nick Merckx has 2 of them. I think one of them's cool and the other one's an asshole. That seems to be on par with how cats are if you have 2. One of them's cool and the other one's not. Probably because the cool one is either the attention seeker or the people just grow towards the one that's cool, so the other one starts to hate you. But the Siamese cat, if you know what I'm talking about, those things
with
are
the blue eyes and everything, dude.
Yeah,
those things are pretty sick.
I want one of those bad, but I'd have dogs first, and then probably get
it would it has to make sense, because if I were to get a cat, I'm getting different display cases for everything. I'm putting it behind glass. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna design the house for a cat.
Because I don't like when people
I have too much breakable shit that I lose my mind over.
And you can't expect the cat not to jump on shit.
Exactly.
And if you do, you shouldn't have got a cat.
Exactly, but there's ways to like train. You put foil on it, and they hate the feel of it, so they won't jump up. But yeah, you have to expect. I'm not gonna do my cat like that. Like, get up on the counter. I don't give a shit.
That's one of the coolest things about the cats. Is the places they can get into and jump on.
Right, and hang out. You can come home, they're on top of the cabinet. Like, how the fuck did you get up there?
That's what I think is cool about it.
But no, you got to definitely be prepared. So it's like, that's not going to happen until I can retrofit my area for that.
Can we talk about the run we had of good kid actors in movies? And then we had this one.
How long was that fucking screen up? Sorry, boys.
I was dying.
Sorry, I'm doing some other
something else
work,
in the pod.
Work that pays me.
Yeah.
Well,
I pay you with my time.
Step your game up. Yeah. I'll have to mark that. Sorry, boys.
We'll watch this movie for you.
The kid in this movie was not very good.
No, terrible.
And I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth and he turned out to be something special, but
it's like that era.
But when you think about like Sandlot and Little Rascals and
the Goonies, Sandlot kid would have been good at this.
Like the Goonies, like the kids we've had on this pod and the run, like even the kid in Jerry Maguire was good. And we've had plenty of good kid actors on this pod.
He was in the Santa Claus too. He's Richie.
This kid? Well, the kid in Santa Claus was good. But
he
this
was the
guy,
elf tight end, so Santa Claus 2.
Am I on an island on that thought, or was he just not very good? This kid in this movie
I didn't think he was very good. But I also think like that was the era of that type of kid acting and like cinematography for it. Movie wasn't about him, you know?
True.
But I do agree with you. There's better out there.
And how about Coach telling him girls' tryouts are on Monday?
What a fucking ass.
How would you feel? How would you feel as mom or dad and your kid?
It definitely stuck in 2001.
You'd
Would not fly today.
You'd
No.
be having me grab your shirt. Fucking, who do you think you are?
Yeah, my kid was probably 7 or 8.
I would have had him go and just been like, yeah, this guy told me to show up here. So here I am.
That's
How,
bad.
and also, how did
That's
he get
fine.
there? Did he walk?
Yeah.
We no.
Back then, you could walk to school, you know?
Yeah, and they looked like they were in a neighborhood that maybe was not too big. Like thinking back to what was that? What was it? It's like A Wonderful Life or something that
Right.
The kids walked everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Life. So yeah, he
I
meant
think, yeah. No, I think that was
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yep.
Yeah. Unreleased specialty that we forgot. Actually, that wasn't an unreleased one. That one's the one that Gone Forever.
Yeah. That's in the
Ether.
dark web.
Hopefully not, but if somebody finds it, that'd be great. Let's get that posted. Let's get another movie out there. We'd be on. I think we didn't skip
Russians, if you hear me.
We skipped the episode number, so we'd still be on par with our movies.
Yeah. We counted it to the numbers.
I thought all the cats sucked in this movie. They're ugly.
No. There was one.
I mean, they had a couple of the Siamese ones in there, but like they weren't leads. They were all. I think the Siamese ones were like the scouts.
No, just Dmitry Kennikov. He was the assassin, the Russian.
Dmitry Kennikov. Yeah, I mean, like
he's the Russian blue. He's my favorite.
Tinkles was awful, and how about Tinkles at the end was an absolute hell.
Tinkles was awful. Yeah,
ugly as all get out. And
the exotic hair.
At the end of it, he was
his right hand man. Where is he at?
You talking about
Calico?
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz, Calico.
The Calico.
The pudgy.
Who was the driver? The one that got. They picked him off on the sidewalk delivering a tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the driver, and then he had the cats below him hitting the gas and brakes. Like John Lovitz he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he helped.
It just
being that.
I guess I was thinking like just how
piece.
Ugly they were. Like most of them were just ugly. The main cats were mostly just ugly cats. But they didn't use
not
real
knowing
cats
it back in the day, but their
Well,
eyeballs.
it kind of goes to the argument here is you could use dogs for all the transition scenes, but you couldn't really use cats to do
no, because you can't teach them to do some of this shit or have them just go to a treat or a person or whatnot. They don't care. I think I remember maybe there was one, but usually on America's Got Talent, if they have a cat come out that they think they trained, it never works. Might have worked once, I can't remember, but for the most part, you'd see a cat and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna be cool. They don't, and then they just don't do it. They did nothing that you say to do. The training of it is just not there. It's like it doesn't work with cats.
It's like one trick too. It's like they just fetch. Like, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Cats are not all cats. A lot lower. Travis, would you say 90-10, 10-90? Like I can get behind.
I'm gonna say 80-20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the number 20 would be that high on bad dogs. Maybe it is, but it also, I mean, yeah, you just wouldn't be able to go 80-20, 20-80. I don't think so.
I feel like you could.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess you don't. People don't.
It's probably more 90-10 for dogs.
People don't take their dogs places if they aren't good, though.
Yeah, they do. True.
Yeah,
True.
I would, and maybe if you wanted to get technical, it might be a small percentage that isn't true, but I agree for the most part, it would be the owner's fault and shelters for dogs and shit of how many there are. People just get stuff and don't want the responsibility. So, did love the end. I love that Lou chose the family over the squadron and becoming an agent and leaving. Goes in the theme. Man's best friend. The side plot of why Butch didn't want him to be the best friend of the kid because
you got to be service dog.
Kid went to college and left me with people that didn't care about That's a sad thing to think about with dogs. Really, any pet, but cats don't care. But and the people that are in school and home for the summer and play with you every day, then they're just gone one day. I can see it. So, but overall, I mean, good plot for a kids movie.
Yep.
I think a 1, and I
think I gave it a 1.5.
did. I gave it a 1.5 for a specific reason though. It had to do with another.
I think it was the dog,
or maybe it was Motor City. I think it might have been because Motor City I gave a 1, but this one and that one.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Just the recency bias there. Just having dialogue gave it a 0.5 point. Heavy too. I think I've gotten soft a little bit because I had this at a 3.5. That's the first number I wrote down, and usually if I try to change it, I just don't do it.
I think generous is a 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it also came out during our childhood. I saw it.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I just didn't have any.
I think it was a 4 of my childhood, so I'm gonna give it a 3.
I just didn't have any real problem with it.
Well, the kid you did.
Like watching it as an adult now, like there's nothing that really was like making me like this is not like I just hate it.
Yeah, but is it in that higher tier of kids movies? Because I feel like that's how you kind of got to judge it.
I think we said it was.
Movies have just gotten better.
I think we said it was. I mean, I'm
over
thinking
the years.
I'm thinking taking out animated movies. That's where I'm coming from. It doesn't compete with animated movies, but it's not an animated movie. So that's where I gave it a 3.5.
You know what? I'm putting this at like I'm putting it at a 3.5 with you, Brennan.
Yeah, there's nothing about it that
there was the only thing that bothered me was how big their eyes got when they would animate them talking. There was certain times where the dog's eyes would go like super big when they would be talking.
Well, and it might go back to
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, like knowing what it was going to be maybe helps the score.
Mm-hmm.
Like Trev, I guess going back, because I remember earlier in this pod you said, here's what I liked about it, and you said about 2.5 things, and then you were going to hammer me. I thought you were going to start hammering it with what you didn't like about it, and I don't think you really got too far into like what just made it not like I couldn't watch.
Just kind of cheesy, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't really vibe with Jeff Goldblum's character, to be honest.
so your bar was high. I think your bar
stuck in the basement all day.
He is great for the scientist choice to be like the quirky weird guy that like is kind of disconnected. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I just think with a movie about like dog
That's what it's called.
well, it's like the overall movie is like spy related. I feel like you could have done like maybe a more like whimsical dad to kind of flow with it. I don't know. He was grating to me. So
on the screen here, we've got it did well in box office. I did enjoy it as a kid. I did enjoy it as a 30-year-old man as I watched it today, and I still we talked about it earlier.
Rewind for us.
Yeah, and I would still like have my nieces or nephews or my kids someday watch. Like I would put this on. So I think that goes into my score, you know. And I didn't have anything, real negative.
I didn't realize they were going to be doing that good.
3.5, 3.5, 3.2.
2, 3.5.
It would have to, right? And maybe we'll start posting those scores again, or at some point on our socials as well. Since we rank it and we don't actually do it in the app, might as well put it out there. We don't even have
True.
to. We don't even have to. We can say our ranking scale came from Letterboxd. We don't have to use a Letterboxd graphic. We can just throw some stars on a picture and call it a fucking day. 3 out of 5. Stamp it. Extra butter. Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult.
It's a little over a 3.
Yeah, so
So
3.
yep, it's a 3.
Yeah, we can. I hadn't looked yet. I'm glad you brought that up.
2.5.
2.5, and I think
There are some 5 stars in there.
that would be. Yeah.
Letterboxd also hasn't been out.
What do we
When
say?
it
3?
first came out.
Yeah, I bet this movie's
3.
I bet this movie's like actual number of reviews is not as high as.
I also think they had like a 2 and a 3, which I didn't even know. I thought this was like a standalone movie.
No, there was more. I think there's more.
Like there was like
No,
one
there's
like
3 of
8
them.
years later. Yeah, the sequel
Kitty
was 8
Galore
years
is
later.
the most recent, I think.
Those can't be good, right? Like, there's no way.
This is a standalone movie. Let it be.
Yeah, I think if you try, that's when we talk about like money grab or something, trying to bring something like this back, it has to be those have to be bad. I'd probably go into that with a low bar though, and if I was impressed, I might give it a little high score again. It's got 6,500 reviews, whereas our new movies come out with over 1 million. So 2.5s that are in there are probably split between people that never watched it or remembered it the way they did as a kid, and then obviously, yeah, you're not going to be as enthralled.
I mean, you guys want to hear a great review on this movie.
Go ahead and share your screen.
Kyle, it's on my phone. Kyle, 5 stars. Fuck yeah. Dogs, 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 and shitty CGI rats. Fuck yeah.
Hey, guy likes dogs. Guy likes dogs. So, well, boys, we've got 2 more DAWGS movies to go through here, so we will move into the wheel spin, and probably our first pod. We didn't really talk much sports or really anything. The only thing I didn't mention that I did see, Ted Lasso is back. Episode 1 is out. Episode 2 should be out now. I think it releases on Wednesdays, but usually the episodes come out on Tuesdays, or maybe they just gave it a little bit early for the week 1. But Ted Lasso is back. He will be coaching the Richmond Greyhounds women's team. So let's get, if you're a Ted Lasso fan, I'm pumped to have him back. Sudeikis rocks in that role. So
Yeah.
without further ado, Critter,
It's like, well, I know what I'll be doing probably tomorrow.
let's see what the wheels got in store for us for week 3 of the DAWGS. And football's almost back, so sports will be back. And an update on the pod timeline, still coming out on Fridays, but hopefully going to be relevant for the week up of sports that we talk about as opposed to irrelevant. So scheduling update for the listening experience for you out there that give a shit about sports or losing money on parlays with us. You have a chance to do that because we never posted them, but we lost a lot. So
We lost all of them.
You'll have a couple days to evaluate us.
Yeah, there we go.
On the
Hey,
parlays.
new year, new us. What'd you say, Trev? Yeah.
Yeah. Pick everything we don't.
Geese, you're at the top of my screen. We'll go top down. Geese, crit me, Trav here.
Okay. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Give me Balto.
Oh, I was thinking of Balto first.
Scooby-Doo would be an interesting one to see, thinking of like what you thought the first time and what you thought this time. Or is anybody willing to die on the hill of that movie's not any good? So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go with
That
Dog.
movie fucks.
I'm going to go with Dog. To keep it, we're going to run the football here. Dog. Homeward bound. All right. Let's spin the wheel. Best of luck, gentlemen. All for pride and glory.
Give me a,
It used to be
give me
for
a
money.
Snow
so I
Dog
took it
show
all.
period or Snow Dog movie period.
So we just had a weekly
Come
bowl
on.
of geese for picking the movie every single time.
Oh,
He said Snow
No.
Dog. It's not gonna.
it's
get
one or
picked.
the other. It's going to be two of them. That's guaranteed. Snow Dog.
I didn't know there.
8 Below.
8 Below. Is that our boy Paul Walker?
That
It is.
Paul Walker.
I've never seen it.
That's isn't that Snow Dogs? I thought that.
Yeah, that one's Snow Dogs.
I think
Yeah.
we took Snow Dogs off, right?
Yeah, because it was more Cuba
Yeah,
focused.
but this is Paul Walker, I'm pretty sure, and the Huskies. Now, I haven't seen this one in a while either. I don't remember much about it except for
Hold
just
up.
the premise of the movie. But 8 Below, we got a 2006 adventure action movie that is going to be starring Husky Dogs. That looks old.
Needed it.
That trailer looks old. Snow Dogs is cool. Is there where? Let me do a quick Google search too here if I can help out. Is this one going to be YouTube, Trav, or this one looks like Disney Plus is going to have this one for you? So maybe I'll have to get Disney Plus early, and then get the Marvel process started a little bit sooner.
What a name. Moon Bloodgood.
Bloodgood.
Um,
What
There's-
about Bruce Greenwood?
Jason Biggs is in American Pie, right? He's the
Yeah.
one of the main guys.
Yeah.
In American Pie. What does that mean? What does
Max,
that mean here?
A dog.
Max a dog, yeah. Is it just Max is a dog? Is that? No, they're all Max.
This is all I need. I don't
No,
care.
it's
I just wanted
it's their dog
some
name,
sled dogs.
and then what their role is.
So
So,
Max, the
name is
dog,
Max,
Maya,
a dog.
a dog.
and Max and Maya
a dog.
play two different dogs.
Maya, a dog. Old Jack, a dog.
Old Jack. So these,
Why didn't we
these
get
dogs.
pictures for all the other
Shadow.
ones?
Okay, so my thought would be
The ones with photos are famous.
no. My thought would be they play.
Yeah.
In the movie.
No,
Right.
no. Real name is Black, and then movie
okay.
name is. So
See,
they
that
would
makes less
use
sense
multiple-
to me. Right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
It just. It would
So
make,
then they use
would-
different
So you got
dogs for the
DJ
same
is
dog.
Max. Coda
Trav,
is
I was
Maya.
thinking, like,
Apache is Old Jack.
what made sense is
So
if
is
one
Buck.
dog played the mate next to him,
Oh,
they just
no.
mimicked them over and over again.
Well, probably due to.
Because
I mean,
now,
if you think about like animal,
It looks to
animal
me
true,
like the dogs
or
quit.
animal.
and
Oh,
why is Buck and
Old
Apache,
Apache
both Old
quit.
Jack?
Buck took over. Noble quit.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think
Troika
about like animal
over.
cruelty laws, you probably need two dogs to play one role.
that's a good.
If they're
point,
doing
dude.
snow dog
2006.
stuff, you know, you
I like
probably
those
need
dogs.
multiple
Well,
dogs for like
that's when
their
it all
workload.
began.
different scenes and stuff. Yeah,
Right. If they're doing snow
2006
dogs,
is
it
where
seems
it
like you
all
probably need
began.
multiple of the same looking dog.
I can get behind that. Well, we'll find out. Get a little.
You have to do it with
research in.
twins, so I would assume you have.
I'm
Yeah.
just
I assume you have to do
glad we got
dogs.
some sled dogs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've got 8 Below, we've got Paul Walker, we've got some Huskies out there. Excited for episode 3 of the Dog series. Appreciate you guys listening to Cats and Dogs and 8,000 movies that we got a chance to talk about prior, and the journey that at least Geese and I will be going on to get into the Marvel universe and subscribing. Critter's going to get involved. Trav might need you on board. Disney Plus fired up. That would be a whole segment pre actual movie to update where we are in the Marvel universe before Doomsday. So we'll add that one to the pot of ideas here for what once we talked about prior. But watch 8 Below, guys. Go watch Spider-Man: A Brand New Day. Watch Bone Temple on Netflix. Get caught up on the 28 series. Watch Mortal Kombat if you're into that kind of thing. The movie's not great. Action's pretty cool. But make sure that you guys get out and go see some movies in theaters. I skipped the Screen Unseen last night because I
keep forgetting about this.
had to. I had to watch like 7 movies, so I was like, I can't add another one here. But I was upset I missed it. It was Tony. It's the
Fuck!
yeah, it's the one about the guy who was I think an artist or something. And
No, it's Anthony Bourdain, my man.
I'm talking about yeah, but he's his prior to being a chef
Right.
career. I
It's,
can't remember.
it's
what
his
he
whole
does.
life, basically, but it's how he started, essentially.
Yeah, I can't remember what he was doing before he got into being. I think it was like an author or something. Some other profession. I don't know the whole story, but
Go watch it.
Trailer was good. Matt, I missed it, but I had too much in my brain to come to the table with tonight. So there's a Scream Unseen next week I'll have for you. But go out and see it. I think it's already out, or it has to be coming out this week. So Tony, Spiderman, 8 Below on Disney Plus with your boys. And when you do, get yourself a bucket of corn, and don't forget your extra butter. We'll catch you on the next one.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.